Bitcoin price update. In today's video, we are going to look at a couple different things. First of all, we're going to talk about the chart right in front of you. We're going to look at support and resistance levels. We're going to look at the Gaussian channel in a big way, go back in all of Bitcoin's history and check out what it's done before and what could we possibly expect this move. All that and more in today's video. So if you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more, follow us on Telegram. 100% free Telegram link below. If you want more content than what you see here on YouTube or in Telegram, we have Patreon, more teachings, daily interactions, more access to a private Telegram in there. So check it out. All right, Bitcoin on the weekly chart. These are the three key levels, and they're color coded for a reason, right? Good, green. This should make sense to you, okay? If we can break this, then obviously good things are to come. Right now, we're at the yellow, right? We're in the caution zone. So why this level? Well, first of all, you want to have the most touch points. Well, this coincidentally is around that psychological 40K level, but more than that, if you could draw it right subjectively, you can come up, you can come down a little bit more, but this right here is, just shy of 40K, and it has the most touch points, right? You have a lot of wicks touching here. You have a wick here, some tops here. We have our pullback in September to right there, and yet again, we've hit it yet again. So right there, just a couple days ago, right? A handful of days ago. So until we close under this, we're still okay, right? We could still be between green and yellow, right? This is still our okay zone. If we close a weekly candle under 40K, the odds would certainly increase in a pretty big way that we go down back and touch these levels. And what are the odds that this holds? Well, I would say very good. In my opinion, this is the lowest we would possibly go. Why do I say that? All right, get this in your head. Okay, so since we've closed above this level, 31.7, okay? Since we've closed above there, we have never closed under this candle right here, ever. So that would be extremely significant. Could we possibly do it? Yes, but then we'd be in a world of hurt. You do not want this. Okay, if we close under this candle, which that closed at 31,788, if Bitcoin closes under that, we're in for a long term down here, right? We're in full out bear market for, I would say, at least a year, right? Do anybody want that? Maybe a couple people. Hopefully you don't, right? So that would be massive. We've never closed under this since we've closed above it, if that makes sense. So that is a significant level. Please don't do it. We don't even wish for it. Be careful what you wish for. If you want lower prices, it's not going to recover very fast if we go under this, okay? A close, not a wick. We could wick down and scare the hell out of everyone. But I still say there's no clear signs that we're even going to break the 40K level as far as a close, right? We could spend another handful of weeks here and then go back to the upside. If you see us start pulling away back to the upside here and we're starting to close above 46, 50K, 46 is the next significant level, right? Well, look at that resistance, right? Look at all these weekly candles, right? And this was support for a while, and we broke it, and now we're down to the 40K level. If we want to overtake, the bears with the bullish movement again, we have to level 1, take over 46K right here. Take that out. Step 2, get above your 21-week, your 20-week moving averages, and hold it as support, and then we can move back to the upside. So if we do all that and we start closing above 50K-ish, that would take out all of those levels that we need to, and the odds, again, are increasing of us going back towards all-time highs in the not-so-distant future. So there's no need to get ahead of yourself and try to predict what's going to happen or use your emotions or what this guy said, anywhere, okay? Use the charts, and that's it. Until we close a weekly candle under 40K, we're okay, okay? And if we do, the odds would just increase of us going back down to this area for a little bit longer. It's okay. So we'll take it day by day, step by step, and we'll keep you updated, okay? So that's the 3 points. Now let's go look at the Gaussian channel. We'll try to keep this as short as possible for you, but I wanted to go back and look at history. So maybe you've never seen this before. This is all of Bitcoin going back to 2010 even. This is on the BLX, if you're wondering what this is. This is still Bitcoin, but if you use just a regular Bitcoin chart, it cuts off kind of right in here. So you have to go to the BLX. It lets you see all the history. So going back, you can see the 5-day Gaussian channel here, right? How long have we been in here so far? Well, since entering back in here, we actually closed in it right here. So let's go with closes so we can be uniform here. And we'll see. Right now, we've been in here 215 days or so, roughly, right? Okay. So how long were the previous moves in? I'm glad you asked. Let's go look. So the previous one, back in 2019, we entered right here. How long did it take to get out? Right? And when I say get out, I mean, right, you got out a little bit here. I'm talking about get out before you made another, kind of a bigly move to the upside. So that's roughly 285 days. Okay. How about before that? Let's look at this one. We closed in right here. How long did that one last? Well, let's look at that. That's over a year. That's 410 days or so. Okay. How about before that? And we'll summarize why I'm showing you this in a minute. Okay. This one was, I mean, a while. This is our longest one. Almost 600 days here before we really started getting out of it. Okay. That was 6 days. That was back in 2014 after the double peak cycle. Yeah. So that was a big one. It's like almost 600 days. How about this one? 2011, 300 days. So almost a year there again, just shy of a year, 10 months or so, right? So 300 days, 600 days. Well, was this one 285, right? 415, wrong again. 415, and this one was 285, right? So right now, if we were to come out of it soon, it would probably be closer to that 280 days or so, right? So that's the shortest we've been in. 285 days would take us still to the end of March. That's the end of Q1. Could we possibly come out of it right then? Well, yeah, it looks like it to me, right? Looks like that would be about the soonest we could come up, and we'd have to start moving upwards pretty soon. You could see right here is April 1st. Can we get back to the top of that line above 58K by then? It's possible, sure, right? Look at this kind of move. If we did something like that again, yeah, we get out of it pretty quick. But still, we're probably going to be in here for a little bit longer. Okay, so what if we go a little bit longer, the 415 days? That was the previous one, right? That takes us to August. We better hope not, right? We don't want to be in here that long. But that was the kind of the full bear market, right? So, and then this one was a full bear market. And then this one was a full bear market, right? So we've had a couple bear markets, and then we've had just kind of this one. I wouldn't call this a full-fledged bear market, right? It's this kind of this is the pandemic, if you're unfamiliar with that. So my point is that, we tried to get out of it a little too soon. We have come out of it briefly before, right? But we came back into it. So we just probably going to need some time. If we're the shortest time right here, if we repeat something like that, that was 285 days, which takes us towards the end of March. So patience is a virtue. So hopefully this opened your eyes a little bit on this. Maybe you haven't seen this before. Let me know. 5-day Gaussian channel. What else do we got? Let's go look at a couple other things. So here's our chart. This is now on the daily, right? So still significant level in that yellow in the daily, that 40K level. Let's look at our RSI, right? We've been coming down, making lower highs after lower high after lower high since October, right? On the RSI, our relative strength index, if you're unfamiliar. So look at these oversold areas, right? Anytime you're below 30 on the daily, you're technically oversold, and usually pretty decent times to be buying, picking some up, right? If you're to only buy when your RSI is under 30, you'd be doing pretty well, right? It's not always the actual lowest price, but usually a decent time. Now, on the opposite side of that, so usually good times to be thinking about selling is when you're overbought. So when we get over here, there's much more people buying than there are selling, and conversely, there's more people selling than there are buying. So the reason I'm saying this is we've been, pretty oversold here lately, and we're still pretty low. We're still in the 35 levels. So if we come back down here, if we're lucky enough to get down here again, there's no guarantee that we get down here again. In my opinion, this would likely be your probably best chance to be buying. At least a good opportunity to add to your positions if you're looking to do something that. Obviously, nothing's financial advice that I say here. This is just tends to be when smart money comes in. When everything's dead like this, we're in extreme fear, right? We're still in extreme fear, and your RSI is been oversold several times here since December. We hit really low there. We even hit pretty oversold there. And look at the May drop, right? When we went way down. Okay, so few and far between. Good times to pick some up when you get these opportunities. They're not so often. So yeah, we're in extreme fear. Or could we go lower? Sure. Are we going to have a 20% drop being down in extreme fear and our RSI at 34? Not likely. Not likely. Okay. However, we have to look at our momentum, and look at our momentum on the daily chart is starting to head down again. So it's unlikely that we're going to be getting some Superman bounce out of here, right? To the upside. Unlikely. If we're losing momentum, I would say a revisit of this 40K-ish or so level, maybe a wick down to the high 30s, something like that to scare some more people. And then hopefully macro level, big picture back up. But you want to watch these daily stochastics, daily RSIs. Every now and again, let's go out to the weekly. This is when Bitcoin makes its charge back to all-time highs. You can bank on it that this will be going back up this way in a pretty big way, something like this. Remember the July bottom and then how well coins recovered, right? That's what we're looking for again. So until our stochastic RSI in the weekly is back in this shaded area, which again, even if we start soon, which there's no guarantee, right? Look how long we spent down here last time. We broke in back in March. We didn't break out of it until almost August. Okay, let that sink in. So we don't have to blast out of here anytime soon, right? But ideally, we want to have some kind of picture like this sooner than later. The soonest we could possibly do that is probably still another several weeks away. So we'll see how this ends up closing. We'll get an update on Sunday evening for those of you in the US, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern time, whatever the damn close is. By now. We need to close. We'll see what this update's at. We don't want to, come down here and just be flatlining here. We need a bounce sometime. And it wouldn't take much, right? A break to 45, 46K, this would really start coming back up here. So that's what we want to be looking for in the big picture. We'll keep you updated. Let's see what else we got. The fear and greed index, like we said, it's at 24, right? We're down here. Look at the rhyming of these. The fear. We talked about this yesterday. Massive drop, hang out, a little short-term bubble, back down lower. Massive drop, little short-term bubble, back down lower. So we're rhyming very similarly to the summer lull in the market, right? So hopefully we're going to repeat something like this in the not so distant future, the next handful of days or weeks. My money's more on the weeks part. I think we're still in just this boring phase of the market, reaccumulation phase, whatever you want to call it. All right, quote of the day. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. Or you could replace the world with crypto. Crypto breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. Right? Makes sense. Very appropriate for right now. So just stay strong, stay patient. There's a lot of people left. They'll be back. They'll be buying our bags at the top. Well, just stay patient. All right, what else we got? At least we got a cool car of the day, right? Anybody? Any guessers? If you get this one without looking it up, well, you got the damn, yeah, you got the name of it. What is it? Pagani Zonda. Looks familiar. I just got this yesterday, so I had to do this one. Yes, I still collect cars. Yeah. One of the coolest features on this car is the hood, the roof scoop. Look at that thing. All carbon. The whole car is carbon fiber, first of all. But look at the exhaust. We can see the exhaust. Got the 4 exhausts out the back. The diffuser. It's about the whitest car you'll ever see. Pretty insane looking. Pagani Zonda. If you got an extra, 3 to 5 mil hanging around, if you want to pick one up, I'll come look at it. All right. That's it for this one. We'll do another video in just a hot minute or so. All right. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Follow us on Telegram. And I'll see you there.